Hi, Amal. All right, I'm going to do your 15-minute spiritual healing now. So we're focusing on two things. One thing, you've been doing some self-healing work, and you're getting a sensitivity towards the energy of yourself, and you're noticing that it feels like your body is divided in two. So you have what is like the right side seems to be stuffed with energetic garbage, and then the left side seems to be purified. And so you're waiting for the right side to be purified, or you're wanting to know what is going on here, because it seems like the right side is where all the junk is, and the left side, there's nothing there. So that's part of it. There's also a question here, why is everything in my life stagnating? So that's also kind of in its own sort of key. And then two, you're in love with this man, and there keeps coming up with very strange so, it's a love and reunion issue. There is a force preventing me and the man I care about from being together. Every time we arrange to meet, he falls seriously sick and goes through surgeries. And this is making it very hard on you and for you financially as well. So let me just see what all we can tackle here, okay? So... Amal, I'm going to explore your right and left sides first, okay? We're just going to do this as guided by spirit. So basically, I just see a really beautiful orange ball of light that's just slowly moving in a circle like this. Just really slowly moving in a circle, just like a clock, clockwise, this way. And then I see another circle outside of that one, and that one is not actually moving. It just is a ring. I feel like it is very hard for me to go forward. I see all this in front of me. I'm trying to move into it, to actually journey into it, but I'm not allowed to actually go into it. So for me, I cannot move forward. But this is also me in your spiritual atmosphere. So something in your spiritual atmosphere is saying that Abby, cannot move forward either. I really desperately want to be moving forward. I'm also seeing what is like a carnival, the carousel wheel, and it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. It's like 50 little dots going around in a circle, and it's really pretty. And there's music involved in it, but it seems just so far in the distance. Even that too, I desire to go and enjoy the life, the lights, the life of the party type of thing, but it's not about the party. It's just enjoying life and celebrating life and the fun of life, you know, the joy of living. And it just feels like that too is really far in the distance. I want desperately to go to that, but even as I try to go to that, I like touch it, and then it turns to a liquid water, and it turns out I'm looking at a liquid mirror. I want to go through to the other side of the mirror where it is that I want to be. Instead, I'm forced to just look at my reflection looking back at me, but on the other side of my reflection is so much more than all of this. But I can't access it. I'm going to see if I can bend the rules and actually just walk through the mirror and try to access it that way. They're saying you were going to walk through the mirror. My spirit guides are saying, so you're going to walk through the mirror. And they're saying, yes. You're going to walk through your own reflection into a space that is in the distance. They're asking me, this is a contemplative question here. Why would you ever have to walk through your reflection to get to the things that you want? Why, if it is a part of your reflection, the things that you want are actually a part of your reflection, then they're already a part of you. So the things you want are already within your own heart. And when the things that you want are within your own heart, they also have a way of projecting beyond you, so you can actually see them before you. So why is it that the things that you want in your heart are so far away in the distance? We have to actually go into your heart to make sense as to why your heart and the things that you desire are being kept so far away from you and out of reach. You never actually have to go anywhere. You just only have to tell your heart to bring those things closer to you. Have you ever tried to bring that one thing that you wanted more than anything else closer to you? Instead of you going the distance, why don't you ask that one that you love to go the distance for you? Instead of you walking there, you going there, you getting there, then it needs to be, there's something about reverse of the mirror. Asking that thing that you love, already within your heart, ask it to come closer to you. This is quite an ornate picture. I don't know what it is of. It's some sort of golden bull that's in a diamond shape. And there's some browns involved here too. It makes me think of a holy place or a sacred place. Like there would be incense and sounds of Om and sounds like that. I just see a very young boy walking up to an altar. I mean, everything is really pretty. There's a really dark, deep red color fabric sort of on the along the ground. It's kind of interesting because it's got kind of a Christian church type feel to it, but it also has kind of a Eastern flair with it, just that real sort of Buddhist sense about it. But there's a real live altar here like they would in a Christian sort of church. And a boy here has something within his hands, a gift that he is giving. It's a sacred gift, a spiritual gift that he is giving. He is actually quite delighted. He is honored to be called to approach the altar and to give this sacred gift. Even within his own heart, his own demeanor, he knows the value of the role and that this is a big deal. It's like a child going to God himself, you know, with this gift. I mean, the energy overload is like, wow, this is even better than, you know, approaching a president or a sorcerer, or it's God. It's God. It's something super. It's on a super, super loud, super extraordinary level. It's beyond comprehension, but it is felt by the boy. A total sacredness, totally honored to be approaching in this way. He feels so special right now. He feels like the most specialist kid on the planet. And he's not the specialist kid because he happens to just be walking in the middle, everybody gets to see him. No, he's the specialist kid ever because he is approaching God. That's the only way I could define the energy. It's like approaching God. And God is completely invisible. He does not see God, but he feels that powerhouse energy, that super creative energy, the infinite energy. I don't know how you want to define it. What we would define it as would be God. He feels, he sees, he knows God extremely well. He knows God so well, but yet, I'm telling you, he doesn't see God at all. With his human eyes, he does not see God. With his human body, he does not feel God. Only with his soul does he see God. Only with his soul does he feel God. Only with his soul does he know how valuable the experience is. He goes outside of the human body in order to have this extraordinarily profound and moving moment with God, God himself. His individual soul approaching God, this infinite power. The feeling of rumbling, trembling, awesome vibration is beyond belief. This boy is maybe 5 years old. They're wanting me to emphasize again that he knows love beyond the human form. He knows love beyond the human form because he is a soul. Everybody knows love beyond the human form. It just depends on how much you're able to go beyond the human form, and how much you're able to access the soul energy in order to accomplish that. He is so past the humanness that he only is in a state of the soul energy while simultaneously being in a human body kind of thing. But he is in an awesome way right now. Reverence, honor, sacredness, joy, wowzer feelings. It's a never-ending moment, a moment that we remain within for all eternity. That's the way it feels. This image is so important that Spirit will not let me leave it. Spirit keeps influencing, keeps inspiring me. It needs to be shared over and over and over. We are going to remain in this timeless moment where we're out of body while simultaneously being in the body and experiencing powerhouse love energy. A little baby soul visiting super God. I mean, that's what the level is. For me, I feel like we are all in oneness. I feel the value of every soul. So I don't see one soul being more important than another, even an old soul being more important than a young soul. I see all the souls as important. But in this feeling, it's really special because he feels his soul is not God's soul. Like, he feels the difference, and it's awesome too. It's really special and really awesome too. Where else do we go from here? This is the next thing. We are stuck in eternity in this moment, and even the moment itself is sort of getting, like, the awesome is sort of fading out because we've been stuck in it for too long. And so we're waiting. I mean, when it's fresh and new, it's like, whoa, I'm visiting God right now. But when you stay in it for too long, it's just like, the awesome moment of visiting God is kind of, I played that one out a long time ago. So now the flavor, I want to feel God in a new way. I want to feel this type of moment in a new version of itself. They're asking me to look again at the mirror and then to examine what the reflection is in the mirror. And they're wanting me to access your heart. They're wanting me to draw out the energy within your heart, the energy of real value, the energy of real love, the energy of who and what you truly are, wanting me to create a vibrational gong experience so you can feel that vibrating on all sides of your body, just vibrating all around you, helping to purify you on all sides, helping to ground you, helping you to step into a new persona and state of mind, state of perception, state of being, state of balance within your life. There's something of the way something is calling me. It's like a green bird way off in the distance. But it's not so far away. It's really far away, but it really isn't. It's actually just like right here in my ear. But it feels like I can't access that either. Spirit guides say, so how far away is it, Abby? I'm saying, well, for me, I know it's right here. Like, literally is right there. A green bird is right there in my ear. They're saying, but how far away is it? Saying, well, it feels like it's miles and miles away, but for some reason I can tell that it isn't far away. But why, they're asking me again, but why is that? Why is it something that is so far away could simultaneously feel as though it is right next to you? Why is it that the thing that you long for so far in the distance is simultaneously found within your very own heart? How is that possible? How is it possible that you would never even have to go the distance to get anything you want? You only have to call for the thing that you want to come closer to you. Actually, energetically call it in to come closer to you. You already know the filing cabinet is in the heart. So why is the heart projecting that thing you want so far away? You actually need to call upon the heart, access the heart, and then help the heart feel and help that sort of thing come closer to you. Actually energetically pull it towards you, energetically long for it to come closer to you. And it's in a different way than you're doing it right now. I don't know how it's different though. I don't know. It has a different version of balance to it. I know that you are wanting this relationship in your life, but there's something not balanced about it. There's something not balanced in the way that you're trying to grasp it or trying to achieve it. There's something in the way that it is a human method for accomplishing things that could be simply accomplished by just rebalancing yourself with who and what you truly are, actually rebalancing within yourself. Become a body within a body, an infinite, enlightened body within another body. So the soul energy experiencing the profoundness of God within a human body, there's something of understanding things on a whole new level of perception. How do I get you there and how do I explain this? And I just have a little bit of time left. I'm just going to pause here and let's just see what else Spirit has to share. They're not going to allow me to access anything that feels like a disappointment, feels like the frustration. I'm not able to access, the sorrow that you feel or the financial burden of trying to accomplish this. I'm not able to access any of that. They have not, as of yet, identified the right and left issue. This is what they're sharing is the most valuable wisdom and healing energy. It's the most valuable wisdom and healing because I'm doing energy work on your heart portal that is simultaneously cluing new thoughts and ideas into the mental body that you need. New perspectives and new way of balance in your life as a human being, but as an infinite soul living as a human being too. Because you are a spiritual person. You are on a spiritual level while simultaneously being human. Things are shifting ever so slightly. I see a part of you now, the solidity of the body is falling apart. So head really, it's sort of head is set on top of neck. So head could just, neck is set on top of shoulders. Arm is sort of somehow, everything is just falling apart in pieces. And it's sort of like you were made out of wood, but not sealed tightly in places. Like you weren't glued together. You just set, and somehow it was perfectly standing, and then it just all sort of crumbled instantly. You're falling apart. I'm seeing you falling apart. This is a difficult one. Because there's a wind here, and every time I try and put you back together again, the wind just keeps blowing you apart. It is pushing you away from that one thing. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. There's something of the flavor of the balance. There's something in the flavor of the balance of this. There's a reason why. Sometimes it will come up as, you know, it's sort of there's different ways that we get these types of lessons. Sometimes the lesson is they're actually telling you that it's not the right balance or it's not meant for your life, and so things just become impossible. It just seems like you cannot get that one thing that you really want. So everything just gets in your way, and you're feeling like, well, maybe I just need to keep trying because I really do want to try. But this wind, I'm telling you, the way that it's refusing to let you move forward, it's going to keep refusing to let you move forward. Even I have tried to stand up against the wind, and the wind's not even evil. It's not even being a jerk about it. It's not something like it's trying to toy with your emotions or toy with your mind. It's actually a gift, a wind that is a gift. A wind that is a gift that is blowing you down and asking you to explore love on a different angle, love within yourself, love of a different kind. There's something of a blessing here in this. I don't know what it is, but it feels more like a blessing to me that this is not working out the way that you want it to. It's not ever, I don't like telling people those types of answers, but that is the way that is coming to me. You actually need to thank the wind right now. I'm having you thank the wind. We're doing it together. You're still in pieces, and I am trying to find your hand and hold your hand, all these pieces, and we're gonna thank the wind together. Okay, you're just gonna do that because when you thank the wind, you are thanking God for all the blessings within your life. And God is blessing you big time. And God actually cares about you so much that she, however you want to define it, it's God. God wants the best for you. And the best for you is actually to have the wind keep knocking you down until you start to choose a different approach. Because this lesson of love is really important for your soul, and it needs to be, you need to explore this differently. I'm telling you, that is what this is about. That's what this is coming to me as what it is about. You're starting to re-solidify. In fact, it's really weird. It's sort of like you have an intimate relationship with God, as though God is your partner in life. It doesn't mean that you're going to be alone for the rest of your life and then dating God. No, it just means that you love God and you trust God. That's what this means. You love God and you trust God, and you actually say, God, I'm going to trust you on this, and I'm just going to let this go. I'm not going to keep trying I'm just going to let this go and then see how things manifest differently as time goes on, because I think that you have something figured out here, and as a human being, I want, but sometimes the things we want are not the right energetic balance for what our life journey needs. And that's hard when we have to face those musics. It's hard to face that symphony of reality. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you have to face the music of it isn't the right balance for your life, That's all I can tell you. My camera is not keeping up with my voice. Okay, I think that did it. All right, I just want to thank you for this exploration, and I hope this helps you. I think this is going to give you a whole new approach, a whole new feeling, a whole new energy vibration ringing through both sides of your spiritual atmosphere. They're really asking you to fill your heart with the divine spiritual love and trust in that love and allow that love to guide you. There's something in the way of it's okay to step back on this one. It's okay to acknowledge all of the pieces of the puzzle. Just lay them all out. Be honest with your frustrations. Be honest with what doesn't make sense. And talk to the spirit realm about it. And know that they're part of your journey. They're making sure that everything is as it's meant to be. And so there's something to this. So that's all I can share with you. But thank you so much for exploring this work with me. It's really interesting. It's really nice to feel and experience the energy and the wisdom both. I think a lot of us can appreciate what Spirit had to share in this video, so thank you. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in experiencing spiritual healing or psychic wisdom with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting my channel.